Hello. Cumberland Clear has had many questions about our and our government's battle with the illegally certified Roberta II landfill. In response, Cumberland Clear has created an educational series to help people better understand the history. In East Tennessee, each county has a solid waste board who is responsible for things such as recycling and the need for landfills. The board has the authority to approve or reject landfill permits based on its 10-year plan. If the board approves an application, there is a public hearing, and only then does it go to TDEC, or the state, for final approval. Now let's look at the history of Roberta II landfill. In the 1990s, Johnny King was successful in getting a solid waste permit for what is now known as Volunteer Regional Landfill. That's our current landfill. We'll have another series on this topic, but it's important to note that the 1992 court case had nothing to do with Roberta II. The state sent a letter to King stating that he must first get approval from the Scott County Solid Waste Board. Here is that letter. In response to the state's letter, King's attorney told the Solid Waste Board that King was applying. The Solid Waste Board did not have the application, so they couldn't make any decisions. Since the board had still not received King's application, at the next meeting, it was decided that County Attorney John Beatty would request the application from King. Here are the minutes. Now here's the important part. The Solid Waste Board never approved King's application. There was no public hearing. No additional meeting minutes show that the Solid Waste Board approved the landfill. And there is no written documentation to show that TDEC received such approval. Fast forward 5 years. TDEC requests Solid Waste Board approval because they had never received it. In 2010, they still did not get Solid Waste Board approval. What they got instead was a letter from John Beatty. In sum, John Beatty says that in his opinion, the landfill is fine. He is clear that this is not the opinion of the Solid Waste Board. I quote, "Please understand that this is only the opinion based on my review of the documents and is not based upon any decision or review by any other Scott County government official, person, or entity." Here is John Beatty's letter. Now, it's important to note that John Beatty's letter on its own is not illegal. However, when TDEC used this letter in place of Solid Waste Board approval, they did so outside of what the law required. 7 days after John Beatty wrote his letter to TDEC, the solid waste permit was issued to Roberta II. The law is clear, and we have a great case, but Cumberland Clear needs your support to fight this in court. Please go to cumberlandclear.org or our Facebook page for ways you can donate your time or money. And please share this video. Thank you.